I could not believe it, you guys. It was seriously like the most amazing swap meet haul in just a few hours. So while I was in Southern California, I asked Editor Riff, aka Pixel Game Squad, if he would take me to the world famous swap meet where he goes every single week and finds the coolest stuff ever. I was like, I have to go and see for myself what these amazing deals are and how cool this swap meet is. And you guys, it lived up to the hype. Let's just put it that way. It was insane and might be the best haul of like my entire reselling career. Guys, what are we doing today?
We're going to what meet swap thing. I don't know.
So the night before I asked him, okay, what time do you guys usually go? I saw online that the swap meet opens at 8, and so I was like, are we gonna get there at like 7:30ish? He wakes up at like 4 to go to this swap meet. Okay. I was like, what? So my kids are with me, my older 2 boys. Crew was at home with Teach, and I had to get them up early. I was like, if Riff says that the best deals are gone by 5:30 a.m., that's when we need to arrive.
5:30 in the morning, first thing, pitch black. Michael Jordan, Bugs Bunny, super clean, Space Jam. The day begins.
So we tried our best. We ended up getting there at like 6. My kids were just tired, which I don't blame them. We had been going hard in Southern California, like playing every day. So they were tired, I was tired, but I urged them out of bed and we got there and it was nuts, you guys. Is it Riff?
They're so good.
At the world famous
and the graham cracker.
And Graham.
Cal, what's up, my guy?
And these guys were struggling to get up this morning. It was really rough.
Good morning, boys.
I'm at the world famous swap meet.
Do you want to start off by going to the booth of Storage Wars?
Yes. Yes.
Let's do it.
Heck yeah. So he just gets this all every week.
Thank you.
Yes.
New stuff from.
So like, look, this
Put
is
it over
old.
here, Mike, within the pile.
This one? This is cool. You know what? Uncle Dan and I used to play this game all the time.
Mom, please go play this.
Do you want to buy it?
I want an
Let's ask
iPad.
Riff
Look, it's a miniature iPad.
Something you should always be on the lookout for are collabs, and these are some Carhartt Nike Air Force Ones. I got them for pretty cheap, and even though they're beat up, I think they'll sell really well. Speaking of Nike, I found just a really basic Nike full zip men's hoodie. It has a newer tag, so this is definitely more recent and worth picking up. It should sell really well. So the clothing, I really didn't find much, so I just picked up that Nike hoodie. But over in the purse section, I found this really cool, unique, like fringe studded Colleen Cordero handbag. And it was super pretty. It's a crossbody. So yeah, definitely picked that up, as well as these little Marc Jacob heels. How much for the shoes and the purse and the blouse?
This one $5.
Okay.
The shoes $10.
Okay.
And this one I want $30 for it.
$30? Mm-hmm. Was you 20?
No, this is worth it like $200.
Oh, is it?
They
Okay.
leave it pre-owned, not new.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do
Okay.
it.
So it will be 45.
45, you got it. So my kids are really interested in looking for Switch games with Riff and the boys. They were honorary members of the Pixel Game Squad that day, and they were honestly so ecstatic, you guys. And they were looking for video games. We found some cool stuff. We're kind of just wandering around, and then I meet Riff's friend Blake, who is super cool, the nicest person ever, and he tells me that there's a guy who always sells like high-end stuff, and he kind of pointed to where his tent was.
See those blue tents on the other side right here?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's him.
Okay, very
And
cool.
if it's not, it's going to be the white tent over right here.
Okay, gotcha. I'll look around right in that area. All right, thanks. And he's like, you got to meet him because he has authentic, real stuff that he sells at an awesome price. So say less. I bolted right over there. So right as I get there, I have the kids with me, I see people, just like a horde of people, and every time a new rack comes out, they're heading towards it and rifling through it, and like it is completely insane in this tent. So that's kind of the reason the camera work here won't be super special, but I did try my best. Again, you guys, it was just so crowded, but I found this really pretty Free People romper, a Missoni dress, and right away I'm like, okay, I'm seeing some really good brands. I just knew, okay, this is why this guy is so busy, because he has really, really good stuff. Anthropologie, I found this really pretty lace eyelet dress. I mean, I was finding things that I would happily sell. My only concern was I hope that he has decent prices, but as I was talking to the people around me, they were like, he has really, really good prices. Again, that's why he's really busy. So Eileen Fisher, a lot of really pretty Free People, Lovers and Friends, this little sweater dress, I actually found 2 of them. Obviously, this guy has a reputation for having great stuff. And as I'm going through and looking, I'm like, okay, this guy knows what's up, because I'm looking at brand after brand after brand that I would happily sell. And my only qualm was wondering what would the end price point be. So that was where I was just kind of nervous. But I'm going through stuff and I'm just gonna go ahead and grab, my thought was I'm gonna grab as much as I can and pile it up, all the stuff that I wanna sell, and I'll pile it up and I'll see if he'll give me a good deal. Mara Hoffman is a super designer brand. I mean, at this tent, I was finding all kinds of brands that I never find in the wild. This is Rails. I rarely find Rails. Wilfred Free. So in the tent, there was no time to like look everything up on eBay as I went. So there were some brands I didn't recognize, but I looked at the tag and how well it was stitched and how different it was in the interior tag, the material, and I went on a hunch and I was like, this looks like quality stuff, I'm gonna grab it anyway. So you guys are gonna wanna take out your notepads because you're gonna wanna write these down. I had not heard of these. They're very rare, but they're much more high end and really sought after. That blouse I just grabbed is Dries Van Noten, super high end as well as Humanoid. Humanoid is a brand I am aware of, and yeah, these are like totally fringe brands, but they're fringe designer brands, which means when you don't find them that often at the thrift, they'll probably sell for more. They're like really sought after and will sell high on eBay. So I grabbed that Humanoid shirt. I've sold it in the past. I think that was one that I found in a liquidation, sold for over $100. So we're gonna see a lot of like over $100 items here because the stuff that he had was insane. Okay, Graham, now your job is to stand here and guard this, okay? Stand here. Then I spotted the Moschino and I was like, okay, is this too good to be true? So I got a bunch of Moschino and sure enough, you guys, it is real. This is the Moschino pill dress, sells for like 250 bucks. This is a very high-end brand. I never find it in the wild. There is a teddy bear sweater that I'm keeping for myself because I just can't not. This Saint Laurent Paris, just a simple white button down, but this should still sell for like 100 bucks. A John Varvatos John Varvatos Converse collab jacket, like military style jacket. Super cool, again, sells for like over 100. And then I found this, you guys. Oh, this is so cool. This is a Sandro, like oversized leather panel trench. Would you call it like a trench coat? Like a wool coat? It's so cute. I think we're gonna have to try this on and see how it looks. All right, there is the Sandro coat on. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh, and it's like beautiful. It's really well made. It's really heavy, cowhide leather, really thick, excellently sewed. I mean, it's just beautiful. This is a $660 coat. It'll take a minute to sell, but I'm really hopeful that it'll sell for like $300. That's kind of what I'm crossing my fingers and hoping for. I just cannot overstate how excited I was at this tent, you guys. I was just having the best day of my life. Do not pass up Patagonia, kids. It sells awesome, as well as Psycho Bunny. Psycho Bunny is not a brand I find very often, but I loved finding these printed button downs. It's a men's brand and it sells for a ton of money on eBay, easily $50, $60. This button down pink shirt, as well as another Psycho Bunny top that I found, both should sell together for well over 100. One of the best finds of the day were these Yves Saint Laurent leather pants, 100% authentic, absolutely beautiful. I mean, these resell, especially because they're leather, even though it's like an older style, I'll say, resells for a ton of money. So that was so exciting, like hundreds of dollars. Jonathan Simkai, I hope I'm saying that right, is another just fringe designer, really popular, but just more, you're not gonna find that just at the regular thrift. So another one was I Am Gia. This is an Australian brand that was popularized on social media by celebrities like Emily Ratajkowski, the Kardashians, all that good stuff. So you know it's gonna be a popular brand. And then this I had to look twice because I was like, is that wrinkled? But no, it's stitched that way and it's Martine Rose and it sells for like $140. So many cool finds. So I saw this Alex Girls Club of New York City tee and I was like, this is hilarious. This has to be something. It was really well made. And I look at the brand Alex. I grabbed it on a whim, but when I got home and I did more research, it's a brand founded by Matthew Williams. This shirt, I was not disappointed. It retails for like over $200, so it's completely insane. Resells for well over $100. Super happy with that pickup. It's totally awesome if I don't keep it myself because I just think it is the coolest tee ever. Definitely be on the lookout for Kenzo. It's a super high-end brand, especially their like embroidered sweaters. Anything with an animal on it sells fantastic. Marine Layer, I have a bunch of dresses in my eBay store that are selling for me. It sells wonderful, as well as Raf Simons. Like, I have never found this brand in the wild before, but of course you guys know I picked it up and was so happy. So I saw this Raf Simons tee and I got so excited because Raf Simons is a huge designer. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. I think I am. He's a Belgian fashion designer and he has been the creative director for like Christian Dior and Prada and Calvin Klein. He was a creative director of Jill Sander, which is another hugely popular brand, very expensive. So he designs really cool stuff. And so I saw, like, I'd never really seen his brand and his label out in the wild except at this swap meet. So of course I grabbed that. I'm like, this is gonna sell for a ton of money. And sure enough, when I looked it up, anything with that label on it, with even a basic style, sells for over $100. I'm in here.
How's it going over here?
So good, but I'm like, it's amazing.
What's
But
all
I'm
your
scared.
stuff?
It's all here.
That's all yours?
Yeah,
Right now?
but I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know what they. If we're gonna add it. Everyone's saying that he does awesome prices. So.
Okay.
Hopefully, we're doing a bulk deal.
Wow.
And maybe if they're good, I'll just get even more.
Got it.
But
Oh my.
Hey, okay. I had to be kind of discerning with what I picked up because I knew I was gonna kind of pay up for a lot of this stuff. But it was well worth it. So I found the Lululemon pieces that I wanted, all the high-end stuff. It was crazy. This is Essential Antwerp. And this brand is like a designer brand, sells for a ton of money. This is like a really cool nylon pleat skirt. This sells for like over 100. And then we have this brand, which I hadn't heard of. This is a streetwear brand. It is called Naked Wolf, and it's like a cropped hoodie. This sells for like 120. So many really cool designer brands that you just don't see that often.
Salt Lake City.
Yeah, I came from Salt Lake City.
Really?
Just to come to your booth.
Sure, yeah.
So when I took everything up to the front, I met Adolfo, who is the coolest guy ever. He's been doing this for 20 years, he said.
I gotta count everything and I'll let you know how much or you want price one by one.
Do you want to just like a bulk deal? Do you want to just tell me everything?
Yeah,
or?
I want to. I think for me it's better if I give you the full amount. I give you a deal.
Oh, okay, yeah,
okay,
for sure. And he was more than willing to give me a deal. And we even exchanged contact info so that I could just text him, let him know the next time I'm in town. He said I wouldn't even have to come to the swap meet. He'd help sort through stuff and kind of pick out what I wanted, and I would be able to go and just shop. I need to go back to Southern California immediately, basically. Okay.
I'm gonna give you 210 discount, so it's 1,300 everything.
Okay.
That's cool?
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
all right.
great. But I'll
Thank you
have
very
to, do you take just cash or
You
Venmo?
can Zelle.
Zelle?
Yeah, you don't have
I don't
Zelle.
think I have Zelle.
I think I have Zelle.
Do you have Zelle?
I think
Would
I do, and then you
be
could
willing?
do the rest.
Could we
Yeah,
do that?
yeah.
Is that okay? When it all came down to it, I did pay $1,300 for everything, which is a lot. But when I add up the resale value of everything, it's well over like $6,000. So I could not believe it, you guys. It was seriously like the most amazing swap meet haul in just a few hours. Will you bring the cart? Can you bring the cart in here? Yeah. Thank you. We can't forget, you guys, the Gucci cardigan. I died. I was like, is that real? And he was like, yeah, he told me there was some, like a Givenchy sweater that was like not real. But this Gucci cardigan, and that's beautiful too. That is a gorgeous jacket, gorgeous. Retails for like $1,800 and it resells for anywhere from $700 to $900. So I will get this professionally authenticated because you always want to be super careful with like Gucci or Louis Vuitton or anything like that. but I'm really hoping it's real because, and I think it is, because it'll sell for a ton of money.
Yeah.
All right, no more money
No more
for you.
Christmas
Yeah,
presents.
no more Disneyland.
no more
We're
Christmas
not gonna
presents,
go.
guys.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you.
Thank you, Adolfo.
Have a good day, you guys.
Watch me.
Yes, well.
So I just spent a crazy amount of money, but
Even I did.
well, Riff had to spot me. $1,000.
Yeah, that's okay.
But we found the most amazing haul of my entire life.
I told you, Caleb called this the magic swap meet.
It's magical.
Yeah.
I'm so happy right now.
Look at this.
So Riff and the gang were so nice to watch my kids while I was kind of just diving into trash. No, going through all this amazing stuff more like. My kids were kind of bored, so they went off with them to look for Switch games.
Did you boys have fun? Where's your mom? I think we've taken you over as our new children now. Is that okay?
No, yeah.
Oh, no. One says no, one says yes. All right, we feel good about it.
This might be the happiest I have ever been. I have never been to a swap meet that good. I'm like shaking. I got so much incredible stuff, you guys. I mean, as you saw, I can't even, I don't even know. Like, I was just grabbing. He gave me an awesome deal on everything.
And then after I was all done, we got some amazing tacos.
Okay, so treat time has been decided for me. All the guys are meeting at Chronic Tacos. Riff even took my kids. He's so sweet. Because my kids were pretty bored. They were like, Mom, we're dying. So we're gonna have a treat at Chronic Tacos. I'm so excited because the food in California is like a billion times better than the food in Utah.
And we headed over to Chris's video game shop, which was so much fun. A highlight of the trip for sure. My kids were in heaven.
So this is it, huh? Retro Games Plus.
Yep.
Okay.
He's got his
And you got your, oh, cool.
And it even has this.
How much did you pay for that?
It was
$100?
It was free.
It was free?
Because he just gave it to me.
That's awesome.
California boys.
So Chris is the owner of Retro Games Plus, which is, he has 5 locations, I think 2 in California, he said, and 3 over on the East Coast. And he could not be nicer. My kids picked out a bunch of fun games.
8 to 10. What's that? What's arms?
Ooh.
What's this game? Oh, there's no game in
No,
it?
they have-
No.
Oh, they take it to the, oh, okay.
He let them get candy for free. I mean, it was the coolest time. My kids were like in heaven because they love anything retro, Mario, anything Zelda. So we had the best time there. And while I was there, Blake said he had a bunch of vintage tees in his trunk that he was willing to sell me, so.
Okay, so now we're doing a parking lot deal for some retro band tees. I don't know a lot about vintage tees, so you guys have to help me out. Help me, I don't know a ton about vintage, so what are like the tags you look for?
Waxer.
Do you
Alright.
always look for single stitch or?
So not.
Yeah, these are all like worth 500 each.
Yeah, they're like 500
Honestly, I do pay, don't worry, I do pay a lot. I do pay, I'm happy to pay.
So it doesn't always matter if they're single stitch or not.
Yeah.
So double stitch like typically does mean though it's like late 90s, early 2000s.
Yes, I picked up so much. You guys, I drove home with the most packed trunk ever. I got like a huge SUV. All of it was packed with amazing stuff.
Look at this situation we have going on here. This is all your fault.
You have a problem. No, this is what our car looks like, but with video games.
Yes.
So this is normal.
Yes,
We
totally
tell
normal.
ourselves.
You find the most amazing stuff, you have to fill your car.
California is crazy.
And I got the Tahoe thinking, there's no way I'm gonna fill it up. No, we made it
You
happen.
did great.
What was better, the swap meet or the video game store?
Video game store. Now I just got a new garage filler game.
Yeah, we found,
And I got.
yeah, we found some awesome stuff though.
I'm putting this together for Editor Riff, and I realized I don't have an outro, so I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to like the best swap meet haul ever. Please, please, please subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me. We work really hard on making these videos super fun and to teach you all kinds of brands that sell online. Thanks again, you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.